Today, we're going to talk about something that might just flip what you think you know about success completely on its head. It's a fascinating theory from Khalid Fahad Alturki, and it says to forget climbing a ladder. We're going to turn the whole thing upside down. So let's just start with a huge question right off the bat. Generations, we've had this image in our heads of success being a pyramid that we have to climb, right? We're all racing to get to the very top. But what if that whole picture is just fundamentally wrong?
Okay, so look at this comparison. On one side, you've got the traditional pyramid. You know it well. It's that competitive, narrow race to arrive at one single spot. But this inverted pyramid, well, that's a whole different ballgame. It's about an expansive journey of becoming, where the end isn't a point, but an infinite horizon.
All right, let's really dig into this. We are going to rethink the entire climb to success by breaking down how this upside-down model actually works, piece by piece. And you gotta understand, this isn't just some small mindset tweak. We're talking about completely changing the operating system for how you chase your ambitions. It stops being about getting to some finish line and starts being about creating a system for continuous, never-ending growth. So where does a journey like this even begin? Well, according to this theory, every great path starts not with a big, wide foundation, but with a single, incredibly sharp point. And that point is called the genesis point. Now, yeah, it's the tiny tip of our inverted pyramid, but it's actually the foundation for everything. It's that one single thing, maybe it's a bold idea, a huge decision, or just a passion you can't shake, that everything else is going to be built on. And this is where it gets really tough at the beginning. Because at this stage, the whole structure is a little unstable. All of your power comes from going deep on that one thing, not wide. It needs absolute, unwavering laser focus. Any distraction here, and the whole thing could just fall apart before it even gets going.
So this is the question you need to ask yourself to find that genesis point. Seriously, forget the 100 things you could be doing. What is the one thing that if you poured all your energy into it right now would make the biggest possible difference? That's it. That's your starting point. Now, once you've really established that genesis point, this is where the magic starts to happen. We're entering the second phase, where that little point starts to widen and build some serious momentum. Think about it. As you find success in that one focused area, you don't just move up, you expand outward. Mastering one skill shows you 3 more you need to learn. Your success literally acts like a magnet, pulling in new opportunities, new people, mentors, and partners who just accelerate your growth even more. And this right here, this is the real game changer. Your progress stops being just one step after another, a straight line. It becomes exponential. Every success doesn't just add to what you have, it multiplies it. This brings on a fascinating mental shift that the theory calls the growth addiction. Now hold on, this isn't about greed. It's actually a really positive hunger, where the process, the joy of the journey itself, becomes the real reward. And that just fuels you to achieve even more, turning excellence into a habit. And on the inside, you change too. You start out as a doer, focused on your own skills. But to keep that pyramid expanding, you have to evolve. You have to become a multiplier, someone who can build systems, lead teams, and use their success to create growth way beyond what you could ever do by yourself. All right, let's get to the final and maybe the most profound stage. This is the point where the base of your pyramid gets so wide that your entire view of success just changes forever. You finally realize the ultimate truth. There is no single peak. That top you thought you were climbing towards, it was never the real destination. Every goal you hit is just a new vantage point, showing you an even bigger, more amazing horizon of possibilities you never even knew existed. And you can see this shift in the questions you ask yourself. At the beginning, it's all about, what can I achieve? But later, that question transforms into something bigger. What impact can I create? Your focus turns from yourself to serving something way larger. So, if you're going to remember one thing from this whole idea, let it be this. It perfectly sums it up. True success isn't about how high you can climb. It's about how wide you can build your impact, your knowledge, your influence. And that brings us to the big takeaway, the call to action. The theory is basically screaming at us to stop trying to compete in that old, crowded race to a single peak. The real, incredible opportunity is in building your own unique, always expanding inverted pyramid.
So I'll leave you with the one question that starts this entire journey. Take a look at your life right now. Your job, your passions, your goals. What is your genesis point? Find that one thing, focus on it, and just watch how your world begins to expand.